One of the most difficult constructions in geometry is constructing an altitude. So we're going to do a couple of different altitudes. First, we'll take the easy way out. I'm going to construct altitude BD. That means on triangle ABC, it's from the vertex B perpendicular to the opposite side, which is somewhere along AC. So I need to construct a perpendicular from point B to side AC. So first, using my compass, I'm going to, from point B, open up my compass large enough, and I need to draw an arc that crosses AC in two places. Okay? From there now, from each of those places, and I don't have to have the arc be the same length, but I go ahead and will, I draw a small arc from that point of intersection, and from this other point of intersection, I draw a second arc. And so I know that the altitude from point B to AC goes through the intersection of these two lines. So let me do that. From point B now, I'll make the altitude go down there, but since it really doesn't go all the way there, I'll make it actually stop right there at AC. And to make sure that it's an altitude, it has to go at a right angle. So by writing a right angle, we know that's altitude B, and we need to make it BD, so let me mark it point D. Okay, a little big, so we'll make it a little smaller. So there we have altitude BD. Well, it gets a little tricky when the triangle is a little obtuse. If I want to do altitude CE, I have to do it from point C over to this side, AB. It's kind of hard to do in this shape, so if you want, you could actually turn your paper around. So I'm going to rotate so that AB is flat with the bottom, and maybe it'll make it a little easier. So I need to draw a line from C perpendicular to AB. But to be perpendicular, it's going to have to go outside the triangle. So first I'm going to have to kind of extend this line a little bit so I can draw an altitude to it. And then it's the same construction. It's the altitude from a point to the line perpendicular to the line. So I'm going to go from a point here, perpendicular to the line, from a point off the line, so I need to open this up large enough so I get an arc across both. So let me make the arc. And then from this arc, I'm going to draw an arc from each of these points so I know where the altitude needs to go through. It needs to go through that intersection. So then I take and I draw a line from point C towards the intersection, but the altitude really doesn't go down that far. I just used it as a reference. So I'm going to shorten this up because it really should stop. Here it is along the side AB. That new point is point E. So I'll mark it as point E. And to show it's an altitude, I need to mark it that it's perpendicular. There's my altitude.